Coming soon to own on
YouTube
video
and Twitch.
DVD.
When villains are high-key valid part 2.
The last video like this did mad well, and I read the comments, and a lot of y'all had some really good pulls that I didn't mention. So I wanted to run it back. Now we got more villains that were high-key valid. If you didn't watch the last video, don't trip. It's okay. Just watch it.
No, we tapped in. We
I'll
tapped
link
in.
it on the end screen. In the last video, I asked you guys, what is y'all's worst nightmare?
Getting employed.
Or
Yo.
My worst nightmare, your success. Crash,
Damn.
Ronaldo, Crash, I gotta get my coins. I need my coins. Kanye dropping some new trash after World War III.
My worst nightmare has got to be losing everyone and everything I love in a heartbeat.
Mine's Kool-Aid Man, but you do you, gang.
The question I got for y'all today is, what is y'all favorite video game? And don't give me no weak answer either. Be genuine. I know damn well all y'all favorite game ain't no Call of Duty or NBA 2K.
Damn. Yeah, nigga can't love COD no more?
You better type down that Jack and Daxter. Alright, first up on the list, and would have been on the last one if I didn't use Magneto.
My favorite game? But it's gonna be bad work. But I'll probably have to say Uncharted. When
As the token Marvel
Chill.
Big Bad is that robotic nigga Ultron. Ultron was created by Tony and Bruce for one purpose: scan the galaxy for threats against Earth. They was trying to make their job as Avengers easier, trying to get on that Batman prep time timing. No more fades on sight, Loki. Next time you pull some BS, these niggas gonna be ready. So Ultron's purpose was to find things that are threatening to humans and stop them. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you just know where this is going if you understand how AI be acting when you give him a prompt. That nigga.
I'm just saying, that new Sora 2 AI out, I'm just saying, niggas are gonna try to push it. Oh, get with the times. You know, the niggas try to use that fear tactic. So you cave into using AI. But we like three to 4 years out between Detroit becomes human, becomes a real reality.
Heard that, and get this, it gets better. This guy Ultron got internet access, did research on human history, and came up to the conclusion that humans count as threats against themselves. This dude Ultron is the embodiment of iRobot. Nigga is the deluxe drop of that movie. Everyone look at iRobot and say, this is why AI shouldn't be a thing. Nah, dog. Ultron is why AI shouldn't get too advanced. You mean to tell me he saw what they were saying on Twitter and said,
no way. No way niggas said this shit would have. Oh my god, 2023? This might have been a troll. When he dropped this? What month did he drop this? This might have been. Because I know a lot of niggas do this on like the day a nigga drop an album. They say it's better than some goat shit.
Tell me he saw what they were saying on Twitter and said,
Oh yeah, these niggas gotta go.
like, bro, no way. Like, what size did that nigga stumble on for him to want to end us all? I can't even imagine. As to why I say he's high-key right, he is not right about the idea of any humanity whatsoever. I would not say that like, bro, I want to be alive. But he was literally given a prompt from Tony and Bruce, and them niggas weren't specific enough. They ain't say,
Nah,
no,
for real.
but if they're also human, it's all right. Like, no, they just said anyone who's a threat to humanity. These dudes too dang smart to not think this over. They for real fumbled their greatest creation because they didn't want to be descriptive enough. Dude just saw us humans for who we were and made the correct decision. This is why we shouldn't put too much into AI. Man, I'm telling you, Ultron gonna be a real
this
guy
nigga
someday.
spitting.
But hopefully by then, I'm peacefully asleep. Cause I don't want to live to see that. We gonna get hot here early cause I know none of y'all expected to see him. Buddy, yes, I have Syndrome from Incredible.
What? Nah, bro, he not valid though. Like this nigga killed over half the heroes.
On this list. Now, I understand he did some terrible things. Bro was packing up soups on a spree. I mean, it's an impressive feat considering that he has no powers, but dang, he's evil as hell. But the reason I got him here is because he's proving his point, which was that anyone can be, you know, technically, hypothetically, a superhero. I mean, he wasn't a hero, he was a villain, but anybody can do the job, basically. What he wanted.
Nah, bruh. Not anybody, gang. This nigga, he had money, smarts, and technology, nigga. Not anybody can do that.
By killing me. When Buddy was young, he was a fan, a huge fan of Mr. Incredible. Had the posters on his walls and all that. He really glazed that man. Mr. Incredible was his version of LeBron. Now imagine you finally link up with your hero and ask him if you can help him out in any such ways, and that nigga shunned you off in some pretty rude ways. This is pretty much what Scottie Pippen did to Future, but instead of offing people, he just cracked his wife as revenge. I completely get that Mr. Incredible was literally fighting someone who was bombing all over the place. Like, yes, he was dealing with a literal terrorist at the time when Buddy asked him, but he could have definitely gave him time of day after he was all done. And low-key, Mr. Incredible should have heard him out, because Buddy was a natural at inventing and engineering. Like, even as a jit, he was tough. Like, look what he could do.
Though.
Mr. Incredible denied, bro, like he wasn't gonna be a real help. Batman be hiring kids that do way less. Boy, if you don't at least let bro make you some technologically advanced drip. So yes, Buddy got rejected, and this made him very upset. But I feel like that Buddy getting told no could have showed him that.
But it's like, damn, you gotta realize, famous nigga or not famous nigga, you're not entitled to shit. This nigga don't owe you a goddamn thing, regardless of how rich or how broke he is. You ain't make no contracts, ain't signed no deals, ain't no pinky promises. This nigga owes you nothing. You're entitled to nothing. I'm just keeping the buck. He might have been rude to you. Yeah, that's fucked up. But nigga, he just pissed off. You almost died. I'm not gonna lie. He lost me here.
Supes wouldn't think he belonged due to his own lack of powers. Don't get me wrong, he a bad guy. Overall, he wrong as hell. But like, think about it a little bit. Going back to the MCU, I got Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming. I'll make this one quick. The government hold him after Loki's attack on New York, and bro just had to do what he had to do to get his paper for his family. I mean, he a bad.
Try to get that bag.
I can't. What can I say?
I mean, just could have robbed a bank real quick or some shit.
Avengers and their problems be creating so many villains that it's crazy. Also, on the side note, Peter probably should have just let Vulture's robbery on Stark slide. Bro took the whole movie to bag his daughter, Liz. And when he realized that Toomes was her dad, I mean, he did what was right, which was stopping people from getting insanely high-tech weapons and reselling them. And he proved to Stark that even as a jet, he can hang with the best of them and become an Avenger, which I don't know why he had to prove that to Stark for real. He literally packed up both Falcon and the Winter Soldier and had a decent fade against Captain America in Civil War, all at the age of 15, by the way, with hardly a fraction of the experience they all had. But like, he fumbled Laura Harrier in the midst of all this. He ended up with Zendaya, so he ate good regardless. But Laura Harrier though, man, Shamik wish he was Tom. Here's the big one.
But Shamik Moore, I'm sorry. I'm just, me personally, hey, that nigga can't be in office when everybody else here. He got to record his lines. One-on-one straight niggas.
Everyone was yearning for Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. This one actually mad tragic because bro is even a bad.
Nah, yeah, I see it. I see it on this one. Dr. Doofenshmirtz went through a lot. And he really just want to do what's best for his daughter sometimes. Sometimes he usually be making some bullshit though, I'm not gonna lie.
Guy for real. He just has a completely cooked past. For starters, we all know that neither his dad nor his mom showed up to his birth. How was the writer's room acting when they came up with this? Like, this gotta be the wackiest thing ever. How does your own mom not show up to your birth? This makes no sense. And he was constantly bullied by everyone, especially his parents, throughout his youth. Nigga was forced to wear dresses and used as a garden gnome. These are crazy.
Yeah, that was
methods of
fucked
child
up.
abuse. His parents dead ass had him because they wanted a nigga to bully. Some couples trauma bond, these niggas bully bond. It's an evil world out here. Even after all that, I say that Doof is Mickey Evil, aka fraud. Like, he does what he does as a hobby and as a cope mechanism more than anything. And low key, him and Perry are homies. They homies. This gotta be the most friendliest op shtick I've ever witnessed.
Cause he really don't be like doing nothing too crazy. It's like he might try to steal something or like make something big, but he don't really like try to take. He tries to take it over the tri-state area, but if he really wanted to, he could have. He really could have.
Like, you could probably play the game together when they're off the clock. Man, justice for Doof, he deserves better. Now, this one might be a crazy pull to some, but to me, I can't help but think about that little nigga, Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek 4. He was right. Get this, Shrek became a celebrity pretty much after all the events of the first 3 movies, and people kept bugging him, and he wanted to live a quiet and lonely life with him and his family and friends, but got to the point where he started to blame all of them for his unhappiness with his life. Like, he even told Fiona he practically regretted saving her from the tower, and that he wouldn't have done it if he knew he'd become a public figure that he would accidentally raise it. And she was like, saying that basically means you don't love any of us.
Which is high key kind of true. You know, that's something you can't just say.
any of them including their friends, and more importantly, her herself as his wife and their 3 children, which is some crazy work. Later on,
Very
Shrek
crazy
is
work.
on a walk alone to blow off some steam, and he meet that nigga Rumple, who gives him this magical deal to have a day to himself as a real ogre, analogy of being a real man, doing bachelor things without responsibility for one day. Cause Shrek just needs time off, and Shrek signs a contract. Like
Like this clip was crazy. If a nigga out there lip biting, cheesing, toes coming out the goddamn shoes, gripping the floorboard. What? Why you trying to sign a contract, nigga? Don't sign that bitch.
explain this and everything, but the catch is that to get this personal day off to himself, he
Look,
has to give
come on. If a nigga doing this while you signing a contract, you done signed a 360, bro. You sold your soul.
up a day to Rumple. So he agrees to give a day that he couldn't remember, thinking he got a great trade. Little did he know, he gave up the day he was born. So he ends up stuck in this alternate universe where he never existed and everything is all bent up. It was so bad that Puss in Boots, I don't even know what he was. He was a fat ass nigga in Rick. Like, it wasn't good at all.
Chillin'
Rumple
Lucky, bro.
definitely isn't
Chillin'
a
Lucky.
good dude for this, because part of the reason for doing this is wanting to be king and rule and have some power. But this could have been all prevented if Shrek just wasn't trying to be a selfish nigga and fully love and appreciate the ones he had around him, which he comes to by the end of the movie. But Rumple was high key right, because this is quite literally what Shrek signed up for. Like, he put the pen to the paper, all 5 letters of his name, and signed that contract. Nigga didn't think before he signed the paper and got put into the meanest 360 deal of all time. Not even a 360. This might be the first ever 720 deal. I mess with Shrek, but this all
chill
on
on
him.
me.
Rumple finessed you fairly, and you obliged. You should have loved your fam, bro. Listen, y'all, let this be a lesson. Read contract, and don't be a deadbeat. Second one is optional, but please
He said the second one's optional.
read contracts, nigga. Print and paper can be devious. Now, my favorite one in this video easily has to be Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda, because it is unfortunately the realest and most common way people become evil. Tai Lung was an orphan left.
Yeah, I can see it, but like then again, it goes back to like you're really not entitled to shit. Master Shifu, he might have said you could be the Dragon Warrior. He might have trained you to be the Dragon Warrior, but you seen multiple years go by, and you seen that this is not the nigga who picks the Dragon Warrior. The Dragon Warrior is a completely different person. You have to convince him you're the Dragon Warrior. He didn't have the choice to pick you. So I'm just saying.
On Master Shifu's doorstep, and Shifu decided to raise him as not only a son, but as a student of Kung Fu. Soon it was evident that Tai had crazy natural talent, like he was mastering everything because he was tough. And Shifu told him he had potential to be a great, not just that, but the greatest. So Tai Lung made it his lifelong goal to become the Dragon Warrior. But as we all know it, Master Oogway did not have him in his vision. And looking at Shifu for support, he realized that Shifu agreed with Oogway, which made him feel betrayed. So he tried to take it. This happens and that happens, and they put him in prison, yada yada yada, and then the events of the movie happened afterward.
Wait, how did it, now I'm just realizing, how did the hell did they get this nigga in prison the first time?
This all happened because of the way Shifu raised him. Like, he cemented the expectation of being the greatest, being the Dragon Warrior, into Tai Lung's head, which made him think this was his sole purpose, and anything less wasn't enough, which is just chopped parenting. This is very chopped parenting. Don't do this. This is why a lot of people are cooked now, because parents give their kids high expectations and they don't know how to go on with life after failure of said expectations. It's a shame that Tai Lung ended up the way he did, because he was for real cold as hell. I know this video is about villains who were high key, or in some cases low key, right? But we must bring up the guy who people mistakenly put in this category. Thanos was wrong. Sorry, not sorry. His goal was amazing, but
Yeah, I can understand.
his vision was horrible. Like, there's so many other ways to save the universe. He didn't have to end the lives of half of it to make it better. He was just a savage. Like, he didn't have to do.
Still, like you ended half of lives across humanity, but like, what if the other half is just going to do the same thing, but now they're just going to miss the half you took away from him.
do that. There's so
So
many
it's like,
different ways to fix this. The most obvious being that he could have found a way for resources to be used and produced more efficiently or even easier. Just double the resources. I can't stress it enough. There's so many ways to bring balance in the universe that is crazy. If you disagree and want more methods, search it up yourself.
To the calendar and circled
This
open
video
and
got
right.
long enough. Bye.
alright, this nigga.
Bye.
Alright, shit, you heard the man. But let me know what y'all think down below.
You don't own my soul. Get your hands off of me. Wanna rest my